This is my new 1.16 speedrunning personal best RSG of 14 minutes and 47 seconds, which makes it my first ever sub 15, which is something I'm really happy with. It's a time I've been going for a really fucking long time, but we'll get into that in a second. And I guess in this video, I'm talk about the run that's going on, as well as the journey it's taken me to actually get to this run. Because you may or may not have noticed, I've not actually done one of these videos in a fair minute, because I mean, like, where I commentate over an RSG PB, mainly because my last RSG PB was the end of May 2022, and now we're here in May 2023, so we'll get to that in a minute. You can see it's a fairly standard ocean overworld. I've seen the shipwreck, so I'm just getting some wood, crafting my doors, crafting my boat, and also I'm using multi-instance. I've got five instance wall, and this is actually instance 6. Well, it's not. It's the 5th instance, it's instance 6, because I never use instance 1, but hey, that's a different story. So, overall this is looking like a pretty juicy nether. And you see that ravine over there? That's actually a magma ravine, but we'll get to that in a minute. And shipwreck gives me 9 iron, which isn't going to be enough to get like an iron axe, but I've got wood axe, so it's not the end of the world, so I'm just going to craft an iron shovel and get to getting some flint. So, basically, I got this speedrun in May of last year. Not this speedrun, I got my 1710, which is my former PB, which is quite a lot slower than this, in May of last year. And you see I get flint pretty fast, so I'll definitely take that. But then, after that, I tried to beat it, because I knew it was fairly easy to beat, because I got that PB within my first hour of like getting wool once I got my new PC. And I still call it my new PC, but it's like a year old, which I just clocked how fucking old that is. And here you see that it's a weird ass magma ravine, so I'm doing a scuff portal, and I just place, I'm being a bit dumb, place a block here, and I can go down a few and then place a door, and I somehow got set on fire. I'm not quite sure what from, but whatever. And then I can like dig out a place for my portal here and then get the lava from the other side, and that's what I'm going to do. But what I was saying was, from May of last year, I speedran like quite a lot. I was like, okay, sure, if I can get a PB this fast, I'll be able to beat it quite soon. But I never managed to beat it, and I got like on really good pace like a lot of times. I mean like a lot of times, like maybe 5 times like in the stronghold and shit on PB pace. But eventually, as it dwindled to like August and stuff, I kind of lost motivation to speedrun. I did at times like FSG, and I was still making my videos, but for RSG I just found it a bit boring, and I was like, to be honest, at times I thought I was done with speedrunning at like August, and then from the 17th or no, sorry, from the 5th of August 2022 until December 28th, so that's like nearly 6 months, I did not speedrun once, not a single speedrun. Also, you see here I'm really close to my bastion, which is pretty nice. I'm crafting a stone axe. I think it's a bit of a time loss, but well, whatever. We make slight time losses. Also, the other funny thing about this run is during this whole part, it was like the last run before I was going to go, and this whole time I was on the phone to my friend, and I was like telling them, like, oh yeah, this run's going to PB. It's gonna, I believe. And also, that's a good time to note that the audio, there's no audio. That's not because I was on the phone to my friend. That's literally just because OBS corrupted, and it just didn't. It was like, audio, nah, we're not recording that. It like decided to like record the audio for a different device, even though I told it the otherwise. I don't know, OBS does its own thing. But hey, there's no audio, which is a bit of a rip. But it's not the end of the world. I had some cool music to make up for it. But then somewhere around December, I was like, you know what, why don't I try a bit of speedrunning again? And so I booted up wool, found where my instances were and shit, and then over the course of December and then most of January, I spent a lot of time speedrunning. And probably like maybe hundreds of hours, and it was so frustrating because I kid you not, I think like 30, 40 times I entered, and I was counting, I entered the stronghold on PB pace, but I never fucking got the PB, and it really pissed me off, I'm going to be honest. Also, here's the left side triple. I noticed triples, so I'm just going to go to the left side, and I'm pretty certain right side is single. So, yeah. And also, there's still obby in this chest that I didn't grab earlier, and I deliberately didn't grab it earlier because I knew I was going to come back, and it was just a bit risky. And I do this hole here. There's like 50 billion different holes that you can do for a treasure bastion. Sorry, for a bridge bastion. And for left triple, this is just the one that I do usually do. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. Fuck, what was I saying? Oh no, I swore them ads. Okay, I'm joking. Oh, on the subject of swearing, all my live streams do keep getting demonetized, which is funny because I stream basically every week, so you should actually watch those. They're like pretty fun. But anyway, let's get back on topic. So in that month, I got like really close to PvP, but I never quite got the PB, and eventually I kind of just, it like faded away and I just kind of gave up, and around mid-January I kind of stopped speedrunning and I got into other things, spent quite a lot of time playing Counter Push, playing just other mini games and stuff, and even like my videos, I guess they like slowed down as well. But then over the last few weeks, I've kind of, mid-April I did like a bit of speedrunning, like once or twice a week, like for like we're talking 2-3 weeks ago. So I work out which way my fortress was. I knew it was kind of that direction because I remembered I had a spawner on pie chart when I spawned in, so I assumed it was back in the direction of where I entered the nether, but I did just verify to check and I was right. And here I think I'm waiting, seeing if I can get 20 obbies, what the main thing I'm waiting for here. And I decide, you know what, while I'm waiting I might as well power hang. But anyway, over the last few weeks, and I've also, you'll notice that like I am so much fucking better than I was previously. And also MCSR rank's the other thing that makes this fun, and just streaming that is something I really enjoy doing, so I guess. And this Bastion is ridiculous, because for a run, I literally just get everything, I don't know how to say this, I literally get everything I need of absolutely everything. I get more than enough fire reses, more than enough string, more than enough pearls. The only thing I don't get is like obby. I get 17, but we'll see how I'm able to use this and do something cool with it later on in the run. We'll see how that works. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, back to the speedrunning. So over the last few weeks, and then from about a week ago, around the time I dropped a half a heart there. Scary moment of the run 1. The scary moment of the run 2 is when we're in the portal room, and that's a very scary moment. It's actually more scary in this moment because there's more time to be scared. But yeah, 2 scary moments in this run, but we'll get to those as I'm heading towards my fortress here. And pretty good time, 7 minutes, so again, I'm thinking this could be PB, might not be, you never know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm still praying. And also you see, I'm about to pearl, and I notice there's this ruined portal. I'm like, wait, I have 17 obby. I could get 3 obby from this chest, hypothetically, that's what I thought. Didn't get any of obby from the chest. But then I had a new thought, wait a second, couldn't I, after I get my blaze rods, come back, and because of the obby formation I can then do a calculated 2 portals. But at this point I wasn't really sure, and we'll see, because I was really unsure whether to make that decision or not later. We'll see whatever decision I did make did very much pay off here. But anyway, so last few weeks I've really refound my love and I've been so much better, and it came to a head about like 2-3 days ago when I got, and I think at this point my 50th like stronghold nether enter on PB pace, but this one was like very clear PB pace. It was like a 13-30 stronghold enter, and I entered the end around like just after 14 minutes, which was ridiculous. So I was like, this run, like, there's a good chance it's a sub 16, which I'd be really happy with, but it's like an above 50% chance that the run PB'd, and the final time was 17:20, which was 10 seconds slower than my last PB. I think at that point I realized, yeah, I'm gonna like PB any day now, because I just got on blinds and stuff on PB pace just so much. And it wasn't like PB pace, like when I'm resetting for sub 17, like if it's not a sub 13 blind, I reset, because sub 13 blind is what I count as like PB pace with or without calculated. But the 17:20, it was a slow blind. It was like 11:30 or something. But I've been getting, rather than a lot more of what I got earlier, which was like this 12-13 minute blinds, I've been getting a lot more of the 10-11 minute blinds, which makes a big difference. But I still know what my blind PB is. I think it's like 9 minutes. It's really shit. I need to just get a good seed and play it well. Surely I get a fast seed at some point. And also my rod rates here are decent. They're not awful, but they're not the best. But I get really good spawn rates, you'll see. So that was like a few days ago I got that 17-10. And in this run, I at this point I left the call with my friend because they had to go. But I told them like, I left like as soon as I was about to enter the fortress. While they left, and I was like, yeah, this run's, I believe this run's going to be PP. I was kind of praying and being hopeful, but like, also I think I could have blaze bedded here, but I just kind of forgot. But hey, you do that sometimes. not the end of the world. Because I was thinking maybe I'll zero cycle this one. That's the other thing, because I have the supplies to zero cycle. Spoiler out, I don't, which is kind of sad, but oh well. And I have my 7 rods, and here I had 2 decisions to make, and I decided, you know what? Given like a 10-minute first portal is almost guaranteed. Well, it's not almost guaranteed. It's like an above 50% chance that PBs. So I'm not gonna like get rolled by a 2k blind, and I'm just gonna play it, I guess, safe, but at the same time also not safe. I don't know. And I'm just gonna play it simple and do this, and that's what I did. So we're building my first portal here, and thank fucking God I made that decision. That was like the best decision of the run. But anyway, first ball like 10:20, really good time. I think it might be my fastest ever first ball with calculated. I'm not too sure. But anyway, so then today I was like, I'll do some speed runs, and then I got this fucking run after a year of pain, like 50 plus stronghold enders on PB pace. So horrible, but it felt so good. And you'll see later in this run, I clearly got nervous, and I never ever get nervous on speedruns. Like even when I'm on PB pace, I never get nervous. But I guess this pace was just like so good, and it's just like, given I'd been like, when you're entering the end, like sub 14, then like the feeling is really that it's like, yeah, there's no chance this doesn't PB. The only chance it doesn't PB is if I fuck it up, which is why I get nervous there. Whereas if it's like narrowly PB pace and I'm going for the zero cycle, I'm just excited, to be honest. But I do my 2 eyes. I actually can't quite see from here like what the percentage is, because I'm watching this on a small screen as I'm commentating it. But it was like 600 blocks, very high percentage. Again, my calculator is still not perfect. My suffix adjustment, I need to work on that, but hey. And I'm hoping that I'll end up in the portal room. Often like Nimble, I'm not sure if it's bugged or something, it like says I have like a 20% chance, but I like always seem to hit it. And even if I don't hit the stronghold, like hit the chunk, if you know what I mean, like above the surface. But anyway, I'm just running to my corners because it's really close. And again, given it's the opposite direction to my spawner, I think if I had blinded at the spawn, it would have been like a 1, nearly 2. It would have been around the 1k blind, so I am really glad I went for this. But yeah, I was just so fucking happy when I got this PB. And you see I'm digging down a little bit here, because I really want to end up in the portal room. Well, not in the portal room, in the stronghold, because I don't want to have to dig down. And even if I dig down, I would still probably PB, but I'm hoping it puts me in the stronghold. But no, it doesn't. And I throw the eye, I'm like, no. And instead of pressing F3C, I press F3B and like, oops. And I throw another eye. And then I press F3C, and it's the very next chunk, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I got it right. They're obviously like, I just didn't end up I wasn't low enough or whatever. So I dig down at 3-3, but we know this is still ridiculously good pace. Obviously, it could have been like 40 seconds faster. I don't know if I dug down further, if it would have hit the stronghold. Who really knows, but I'm not complaining, because this pace is just, it's so good. So I have noticed I spawned the silverfish, so I'm going a bit quickly here. And it's time for the preemptive nav. And I think I got kind of screwed by the preemptive nav here. So it's saying left. And it's like, it's left, it could be center. So my one, I think it's like straight and left. Like to the left here, which is completely wrong. I think I just kind of did my preemptive wrong. I look down here, but I'm like, yeah, this is the wrong way. There's no point going this way. So I probably just didn't quite do my preemptive right, I think, because I should have gone this way first. And I'm still looking to go that way, but I realize there's nowhere to go. I think about going down, but like I'm just like, yeah, that's not happening. Get hit off by clutching. And I'm just like, yeah, this is shit. We'll see if we can go further, then we can go to the right. But then what you'll actually notice is that it's not to the right, it's straight on. So we go down here, and boom. And I noticed that skeleton there, so I'm like, okay, I'll place the eyes quickly, but I don't expect it to come in. But then, oh no! It hits me, and because it messed up my stuff, I threw the eye. Thankfully I had an extra, and it shot me again, splashed the fire as I was in the portal, but I managed to just place the eye and get it all sorted with 1.5 hearts. So if it hit me again, I'd be dead. But I had enough time, nothing to worry about, got plenty of food, and the stress was over, and I'm into the end at about 30:30. So this is the first time I've been on proper sub 15 pace. I might have been on like barely sub 15 pace. This is true sub 15 pace, and I'm hyped. Like sub 15 is a respectable fucking time, and it's something I've wanted for so long. So I'm just like, I'm begging the dragon purchase. Chris, not fireballs, crystals, whatever. It shoots at the tower, but I'm like, so what, do your thing. And also, the other funny thing, my most recent PB was a 4-bed, and I want to keep that up, so we'll see. Do I hit the 4-bed? And I craft anchors. There's literally no need. I could 6-bed there the dragon. But I'm like, in case something goes wrong, you never know, it flips, something happens. And then I see, oh shit, it's perching. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely perch. It's a perch. The thing goes away, perfect timing. Enjoy the 1 cycle. 1 bed, 2, 3, beautiful 3rd bed. And I hit the fucking 4-bed. Let's go. I actually like shouted like yes in the moment. I was so hyped. So yeah, that's it. That's my PB. Really happy about it. Gotta do my /scene and stuff. If you enjoyed, watch this video where I built the longest ever Minecraft bridge. It was actually a really fun video and it's my best ever video. Didn't get many views and most of you probably haven't seen it. So do watch that, and this is just the verification stuff. See ya. Bye.